Hi Aries, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aries, this is your love reading, and I've set the time frame to basically all of May. So the beginning of May until the beginning of June. So we're going to start off here with an overall energy to see what's going on for you, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into the message. And it's more towards the end that I have a full view, a full understanding of what's up with you. And then we're going to go even deeper for those who are interested, for those that this message resonate with in an extended reading. So this is not a quick fix. I just have to say, if you're out for a quick fix, I'm probably not your reader. So we're starting with an overall energy that says originality, blaze your own trail. It's very much Aquarius energy over this. A little bit of Aries there as well. And then children. Children. It's safe to come out and play. It's safe to trust. It's safe to have your inner child be a part of this, to be curious about this, whatever this is for your love story right now. And I just want to say, if you listened to me before, you know that even though it's a love reading, I focus in on love. I set the intention for love. If you feel like, no, she's describing my career right now, or she's describing this particular situation in my life, then obviously apply it to that situation. Okay, what else do we have here for Aries, please, for their love, for originality, and children? What can we tell them, please, about their love? Okay, I'm getting something about, so we have one card that falls out first. There's a never-ending story. So for some of you guys, you think you could have been single for such a long time, or you could be in a relationship where you just over and over again, you've been wanting it to shift. You've been wanting it to maybe become deeper, or you have been wanting to commit more closely, deeper into like a commitment that you already are in. But it just feels like it just never shows up the way you hoped it to be. And this is like the originality, clarifying this originality, that it's like, okay, if you're gonna make it work, if you're in a committed relationship and you're gonna make this work, or if you're single and like, oh my God, whenever am I gonna meet somebody? It's like you have to do it in your own way. Like, it's like you need to just stop to listen to what mainstream or social influence is saying that this is how you should go about it. So if there's something that you've done in the past, or you've done up until this point, it just doesn't work for you, Aries. It's just, there's going to be a very specific way for you to either get a deeper connection with the person that you're already with, or for you to meet somebody. You just sort of need to almost reboot, almost like go back to zero, and like, okay, scratch that scratch that, whatever you did in the past, and let's just go into this new situation where you just do it your way, completely your way, whatever your way is, as Frank Sinatra said. Because at the end of the day, I'm getting like serendipity. Like, this is the most beautiful card ever, most beautiful energy ever. It's the 4-leaf clover there, which speaks about luck. It speaks about that's a lucky win, like that's a lucky streak, hitting the jackpot. This is like, and you're reaching, do you see, they could have been like, yeah, there are so-and-so people around me, but I'm not really interested in that. And it's like, a relationship for you is not just any, I got a bike. I got a bike and I want to learn how to ride a bike, and yeah, it doesn't really matter what type of bike, as long as I'm learning how to ride a bike, and yeah, if it's sitting in my, I don't know if this is the most like lousy metaphor ever, you're going for the big stuff. Like, you're going for if you're going to commit yourself to a relationship, they better bring their A game, and you better bring the A game, Aries. Is like, you can't have what you're not. You cannot have what you're not. So if you're striving for the biggest jackpot in history when it comes to relationships, if you're going for that super, super depth with somebody that you're already with, what do you need to change within yourself to accomplish that? What is it that you need to... Most of the time, when we ask for something specific in another person, that's either something that we lack in ourselves, or that's something like that you're just inspired right now to start to develop within yourself. Okay? And there's also... excuse me. That's not you, that's all me. Not for you. It says not for you. So I get like how the usual game is played, like very black and white stripes. How chess is played is we have all these figures, and we have all, like, there's a rule of how to play chess. There's specific rules and specific, like if we're talking about the horse can only go this way and that way, or this way and that, like it's limited. If we're talking about the tower, yeah, that's a little bit more free, but the tower can still not go, like, walk diagonally. It can only, I'm gonna say myself, it can only go straight, right? And I'm not playing on words here with the straight pun. So I'm just feeling like, okay, there's just way too many rules about how to go about this. Like, you just need to drop that and just sort of go with the flow. Go in with a fortune cookie. Follow a little bit more. Like, have that inner child come out and play, and trust, and be playful about it. This shouldn't be the most grave, serious, dramatic choice of your life. It should be the most playful, curious, lighthearted, easy, simple approach to this. We have the number 6 there, which is all about the love, but it's mostly and firstly the connection with your inner being. And then we have Treasure Island. So it's like, once you make this connection with your inner being, yes, you can go for the biggest 4-leaf clover there ever was to find, but what do you need? What sort of 4-leaf clover do you need to find within yourself to be a match to what you're asking for? Once you do this, and you can do this, it's obvious you can do this. It's not a never-ending story. You can shift this around. It's just something about you need to go at your own pace, with your own set of rules. Just for an example, if somebody's saying it to you, like, how on earth do you think you're going to meet somebody if you're just sitting at home? Or you have to go online. Like, you just need to start this account up, and just, if you're going to meet somebody, you have to, like, everybody's doing it now. Like, everybody's doing internet dating. You have to go do that. And maybe you've, like, for a while, you just sort of, yeah, okay then, maybe I need to get out a little bit more, because they're not going to show up and knock at my door. Wrong. They so will. They might be the electrician because your light is doing crazy stuff in your house, or it might be the postman or the post girl, or the person at the grocery store where you were anyway just going. So it's like, there's something about, and I'm not saying don't what, that's 3 negatives? I'm not saying don't do internet dating. I'm just saying follow what feels best for you, and you will end up with your treasure island. This is not even a treasure chest. It is a treasure chest, but it's a treasure island. And do you see the treasure chest? It's sitting, like, there's a lot of stars. There's a lot of stars. So there could be an Aquarius influence there again. If we're not talking about a specific person, like maybe you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, or this could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. Generally speaking, it's just freedom and going about it on your own terms and in your own way. And we have a lot of love hearts there and a lot of stars there. So we talk about a wish fulfillment that is going to happen for you. There's a lot of freedom that's being brought with this love. And there's a lot of love with this love. But do you see what this treasure chest is sitting on? It's sitting on this huge turtle. And so for me, it's like slow and steady. You know that expression, slow and steady wins the race. If you just don't rush this, and maybe you feel like, oh my God, if you tell me not to rush it, I've been single for 10 years, or you've been in this committed relationship and you're just not seeing it going anywhere, it's a never-ending story for you, and I just told you not to rush it, you might want to sort of die a little bit of a slow death. But I just feel that you just need to sort of reboot, start over. How is this going to work out for you? What is it that you're looking for? And then just sort of pay close attention to what your inner being is telling you. What is the guidance here? Do you feel like getting on an internet dating site? Do you feel like getting out and about? Depending on where you live, what country you live in, where are we with the pandemic, blah, blah, blah. But like, where are you in terms of that? And if you feel like a calling to just get out there, listen to that calling. If you feel a calling to stay on your couch, then lose all the, I'm never going to meet anybody if I just stay here on my couch, because that's not true. Then it becomes true because you have a belief that says you can't meet anybody if you just stay on your couch. But if you feel, if the calling is telling you the calling, but if the pull, like the, I watch too much Manifest now, the callings. There's a series which I love. I highly recommend it. It's on HBO. It's called Manifest, and it's about callings. It's really interesting, and I don't know if it's mostly so interesting for me because there was so much in synchronicities in that series. It's ridiculous, up until the point of the peacock that I've been talking about you guys with for over and over now, and I had no idea what depth the peacock actually came from. Just a little side note there. So, and they're calling it the callings. But yeah, what you feel called to do, if you feel called to stay on your couch, stay on your couch, but lose the belief or lose the feeling or lose the well-intended friend who says, if you're just going to sit on your couch here, you know, and nothing's going to ever happen. That's not true. Because maybe you were sitting on the couch and sitting on the couch and sitting on the couch until that day you just went to the grocery store and there they were. Or you just, you know, somebody asks you to go someplace and you just know that staying at home for you right now is the best thing, but then you get an invite to go somewhere and you might feel like inspired to do so. Practically it might not make sense, but like you feel just an inspiration to go, because that's where they will be, or, you know, it will lead you to your treasure island. And I'm actually going to read out the book for the relationship there for Treasure Island, number 9. So that's an ending of the old and coming into the new. It's also wish fulfillment and unconditional love with the number 9 there. So that's really beautiful. Sorry, I'm a little bit something in my throat. And as I said again, it's not you. Excuse me. The essential meaning of this card of the Treasure Island is the law of attraction bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. That's beautiful. I'm going to skip right to the relationship message here. Your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is the time of discovery. So that's definitely, if you're already with somebody and you felt that feeling of we're just not getting anywhere, to sort of lose those words altogether from your vocabulary. Just, you know, the feeling of not getting anywhere is just going to bring more truth that you're not getting anywhere. Not because you're not getting anywhere, but because you keep repeating that you're not getting anywhere. Can I get a little bit of not getting anywhere in there? It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. And you can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. So that is definitely more for the person who's already in a relationship than if you're single. And then we're going to move on to the children, why the children card is there. The child within. What can we tell Aries about this child card for love, please? That you're in between worlds, that this, okay, so there's one side of you that just wants to play it safe. You want to keep the inner child for yourself. You want to not move ahead and be playful and be curious. There's something for you there. I'm so sorry about this. There's something for you there that is like, it feels safe to not open up. It feels safe to not come out and play. And it's almost as if you know that if you start to play, if you start to be a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more like giggly, like joking a lot more, like bringing a lot more humor to the table, it's like it's like you understand that the lighter you get, the more you bring about. And so do a little check-in there with yourself. If there's a feeling that, okay, if I start to like allow my inner child to come out more and play, if I get a little bit more curious about the world altogether and about your journey altogether, specifically around love, that means that you might actually, if you're already in a committed relationship, it means that you actually do need to let them in on a deeper plane a little bit more. It means that you sort of have to open up and be more vulnerable. Also, if you're single, it's like, you know that if you open up and you're a little bit, I'm not talking about it like you need to, as we have a Swedish expression, svälj huvudet, byt kropp, swallow your head and change your body. Like you don't have to have a full, is that a lobotomy? Like we're changing the entirety of you. Like it's nothing like that. It's just a little bit of a tweak. Have a little bit more fun in your life. Be a little bit more playful. Try a little bit more new stuff. Say yes a little bit more. You know, it's not a complete change or a complete do-over. It's just a little bit more. But it's like, you know that if you start to open up a little bit more, there's a little bit more coming in. There's a little bit more opportunities, love interests that are going to start to show up. Is there something about you that is not ready for that? That like you might ask for love and you might think you want love and you might think you want all that comes with it. But deep down, have you really, I mean, this probably is mostly if you're single, but it is a little bit if you're committed as well, already in the relationship. Like, because you're in a relationship doesn't need that you have deep love, right? You've seen those relationships and you see them from a mile away. There's absolutely no connection, or they're just actually two friends under the same roof, but there's no passion, or, so there's so much. Just because you're hooking up with another physical body, like the connection has been made and you're with the other physical body, doesn't necessarily mean that we are exchanging our deepest love for each other. So there's this now the journey begins. It's not an end, it's not a closure, it's not like the end because you just met. Now we can all begin to really fully open up. So if there's something you're trying to protect, is there a little bit of a I wouldn't be surprised, like if the abandonment card came out here, there's a little bit of a protection going on there around you. That, are you willing to really open up? You ask for love, but is it truly that what you want right now? And then you're like, the other side of you, the other part of you is like, hell yes. Hell yes, I'm already in the future. I'm in the flamingo color future. Like I'm in the color now. I want to play. I want to come out and play. I'm not in the gray zone there anymore. I'm not sort of wanting to hide away. This is your inner child completely being out of the comfort zone. Well, actually, the inner child never feels outside of the comfort zone. You do. The inner child loves to be outside of the comfort zone. The inner child lives for it. The inner child wants to come out and play and be curious and try new things. That's all about the inner child. I see candy, like the little twirl there. I don't know if you see it. little candy things. It's like there's something really sweet. Something really sweet is waiting on you, and there's a sweet reward in opening up. There's a sweet reward in opening up, and you're somewhere in between here. You're not stuck in between, but you're somewhere in between. So I feel like you're a little bit in your comfort zone, a little bit wanting to, there's a little bit wanting to protect yourself. And on the other side of that is like, no, you're full on out. You want the inner child to come out and play. You want to be part of this. You want to allow love to come fully in. Okay, what else can we tell Aries about their love situation, please? Something else we want to clarify here. So far, I just feel like up until this point, it's just whether you're in a committed relationship already or whether you're single, it's really just asking you to come out and play more. Just be more lighthearted, be more playful. For some of you guys, there's it's new love coming in. So the 6 of Raphael came out first, so we're going to focus on that first. So this is 6 of Raphael is, so 6 there again, it's the second number 6 coming out there. That is love, and it is the connection with your inner being. Raphael is all about the healing, becoming whole, helping you to heal if there's and who doesn't need healing in some shape or form, but like this is also like, this is truly a balance in the inner child. This is the boy and the girl sort of sitting very relaxed, very comfortable, very balanced, like a yin-yang situation for your inner child. It says, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. And I was like, what even deck is that? I said, really read out of the book for those cards. 6 of Raphael. So first we need to find Raphael here. So there's 8 and there's 6. That was pretty fast anyway. Oh, what a lovely memory. Experiences from your distant past or childhood come flooding back in order to help you with the present. Oh my God, there's so much about the inner child here. It's unbelievable. Old friends or romantic partners may resurface. New people you meet become instant. Close friends due to your past life connections. Previous relationships or friendships may be rekindled. Deep-rooted issues that hold you back push to be resolved. Be careful not to romanticize the past, but rather to see it clearly and objectively, maybe, perhaps. Additional meanings of this card is issues involving children, nostalgia, embracing your inner child, innocence. Yeah, I got a tiny bit of that before, so that was good that brought me back there, because the inner child, like there's a little, like I said, there's a little bit of a fear to just open up for that inner child to come out and play. If this is you wanting to protect your children, if you don't have children, this very thing is not going to apply to you. But if you are worried somehow, some way, if you're in a committed relationship and you have kids together with this person that you're with, or if you're in a committed relationship and you have kids from before brought into this relationship, there's something about wanting to protect your children and not fully opening up, because it's like first you really want to see how this goes before fully either introduce the children or completely like have a full-on this is how it's going to be. There's a protectiveness over your children. There's also another storyline coming through that's like, if you have a child from a previous relationship, there could be some issues there with the previous, like with your ex to that child, and not wanting to move forward completely with the new relationship until the old relationship or the old parenting situation there is more solved, if that makes sense. That's just a side note, and that's not going to resonate for everybody, for sure. That's not going to, and if you don't have children, definitely not. Yeah, I read out of that book. So there's something about helping you to helping you to reconnect. So if there's like, you might think that what does that have to do with anything? If you all of a sudden feel like going to see a childhood friend, or like or at least when you grew up friend, like, or somebody that you lost touch with, somebody that the minute you see them, you just start to laugh. If you have that one person in your life and they just, if you think back and like, okay, who's the one person that for the life of you, you just become more immature around them. And it might sound like that's a bad thing to be immature. No, you instantly become more, sorry, I did not put the phone off. And that was me forgetting to take the sound off. I had a little incident with Capricorn, was it? Sagittarius or Capricorn? Where for the life of me, I could not get the phone to just be quiet, even though I had put it on silent already. But that was me. That was my wrong. Can you bring me back? Right. If there's a person you have in your life that you just seeing them, just thinking about them actually lights up your heart a little bit. Like that friend that, and maybe you have to go far back. Like maybe you have to think about when you were 6 years old, or maybe when you were 30. Like it doesn't matter. Maybe you haven't reached 30 yet watching this, but I just mean if you go back and you just think about that one person, and maybe you've been thinking about them lately, like then it's spirit, it's like your higher power wants to bring you back into that to that playful place where you allow the inner child to come out more and play, and in doing so that attracts real love from the person you're already with, or in terms of a new love. And for some of you guys, there's new love for sure coming in. Knight of Gabriel for me is about the inner child. It's about the children. So there's so much about that here today, Aries. It's so important to have your inner child come out and play. And if you're not comfortable around like completely opening up your heart and completely allow somebody in, fully in, I know that's vulnerable. I know it's scary to fully open up yourself and just say, this is me, this is who I am. Take it, or not. Try it out on something else. Try it out with your friends. Try it out with a circumstance, like in an opportunity. Try to be more playful around a situation and practice where it doesn't feel as invasive or as vulnerable for you. But there's definitely new love here on the table, and your ship is coming in. Number 3 there. It's the second number 3 coming out. So we have 2 6s and 2 number 3. And the 3 is like it's a done deal. It's celebration, it's passion, it's like good things coming in. 3 of Gabriel, your ship is coming in. You're ready to go, you're ready to receive, and you're ready to go. I'm going to continue in the extension here and see what else I can find there for you for your love story. So if you resonate with this, you're so welcome to the extension. If not, thank you so much for watching, Aries, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care, guys. Bye.